Alright, good morning everyone, or good afternoon I guess. This is another weird kind of off day for me where I'm not usually streaming, so this is an afternoon stream again. Welcome back to Legend of Dragoon. Sorry, gotta get everything organized. The more equipment I put in here, the more of an octopus my cables turn into, and it's getting a little out of hand. I really need to do some management of all these consoles and things. Anyway, we are back. Open preview projector. There we go. To work on Zenebatos today. It has been a couple of days since I've streamed, and I'm sorry about that. It might have only been one, actually. Like, I think I skipped yesterday. And totally by accident, it just skipped my mind that I actually did have to sleep. Or that I had to stream. Wow. I'm sorry, my mind is not all here. I took that medication that helps, but it also makes me very drowsy and very dizzy. So my mind is not where it should be.
Warning, under martial law, visitation allowed only to Legislation Center, Law Factory, and Law Launcher, Great Court, Residential Area, Power Room are off limits.
Can't we go to the place where the Signet Sphere is?
Impossible. The law prohibits humans from going to the Signet Sphere. Impossible. The law prohibits humans from going to the Signet Sphere.
It seems it's a waste to talk to them. Let's focus on how we can proceed. Okay. It seems we can decide the destination with this operation counter.
Determine the destination.
Well, let's go to the Legislation Center first.
Decision confirmed.
This is a pretty interesting section of the game, to be honest. I like it. So the whole concept behind it is that, as you can see, it creates and runs the laws. So you have to go in order to select what you want to do. You have to make it law. Then the law has to be made, and then it has to be put into practice. So it's a small area that can lead to vastly different outcomes based on what you want to do. And I think that's neat.
You are at the flying disc station departing from Legislation Center. Determine the destination.
The destination is quit! As I said, I took that medication that helps me last night. Generally speaking, that means I will be coughing less, but not gone. And my mind isn't going to be all here. So if I start saying or doing some silly things, I will apologize for that in advance. Let's see. Oh! I forgot that happened. Alright, well, that's going to be concerning. Are we arrested? Darn, what timing.
Miranda says everybody's feeling the same way.
We have to focus on how to get out of here. It seems that they arrest people and send them here.
But, like, it seems there's no device to get out of here. So what are we gonna do? Maybe no exit?
I don't want to think about a room without an exit. Wait a minute, didn't we forget somebody? Sorry, Congo is late. Congo?
Like, why? Why was only Congo outside?
Congo don't know.
It's simple. He was too heavy to teleport. It doesn't make sense, but I guess it's simple.
Now we can get out. Now we can get out. There we go. That was a little better. Sorry, my silly voices are a little rough at the moment. flash hall. That sounds like something that would be against the regulations of the building. Oh, this is a platform thingy. Oh, I actually missed that guy that was directly outside. I wonder if I can go back and talk to him. I'll probably end up caught again. Soon enough. Let's see. Let's maybe go to the launcher first. Because I think there are some things we can mess with, including making those guys move slower. As just like a start to make everything easier. Because they don't usually leave you in such dire straits that you're caught instantly all the time. Like there's a way forward. That looks very unsettling. With the hand sliding up and down its frame like that. That's a little sus. Ah! Okay, let's change the view here. Dang it. I'm having a hard time right now with the timing of the additions. I'm going to lean pretty heavily on the mind not working well crutch right now. And for what I can't lean on that for, I can't see very well because it's white on light beige. It's tough, okay? I'm doing my best. Don't be mad. Is this just going to take us around? It is, okay. This is a Pac-Man thingy. Oop. Run! Oh, actually, I could get that chest. Let me go get that first. Not that way. Thank you. Downburst. I didn't need that. Actually, yeah, before I move on, I should toss that. And maybe the light hull thing as well. I don't need flash hull. Oh, pfft. I sorted instead of discarding. There we go. Because if you noticed, I freeze when I'm looking at a chest. These guys do not. Spirit Cloak. I don't know what to expect from that. Let me see real quick. Item list. Gotta go all the way down. Oh, not that far down. Increases escape rate from magical... I don't need that right now. I have heard that that's actually pretty powerful. Just being able to dodge the magic attacks. But I'm not super interested in it at the moment. Maybe when we go to fight Faust it'll be different, but at the moment, eh. Haha. I will be slightly annoyed if it turns out that we've gone here and there's no point to it.
You are at the flying disc station in front of the launcher.
Gee, thanks. Wait for your turn. Oh, yeah, right, okay. Can we go? Or do we have to wait for our turn? There we go, okay. I forgot you actually have to wait here. Submit law launching license issued by Law Factory. I forgot to read. I got lost in the motions. I didn't know where he was. I was kind of waiting for the screen to change. I'm sorry, I didn't read that in the stupid robot voice. That's not very interesting. Well, it looks like... Thankfully, we got a little bit of practice here, so I'm not super concerned. It means on our way back to... back to square one again. Give Kongol a break. Kongol too heavy to be walking around like this. Very uncool.
Found people to which Wingley Code Article 659 applies.
That's what we needed to know. Because if we fix 659, they won't chase us anymore. I think that's going to be the first one we're going to do. Legislation Center. That's where we're going to start. I do hate having to piece all this together, though. I already talked to this guy. I know it's just telling me where else I can go. Quit. Okay. Wait for him. Then we'll go back and through. Oop, that was closer to comfort than I would have liked. Now open this. Frozen jet. Yep. I'm not sure what the blue one does. I'm actually kind of concerned about that. Alright. I don't need attack items, but I still have to open these chests. So every time I get one, I need to go down and toss it. I did the wrong thing again. Oh well. Discard, discard, and I don't need the body purifier either. I think I picked that up from combat. So, what's in here? Burning Wave, another attack item. Yay! Just what we needed. Waiting. Oop. Okay, we're good. I'm really scared about this blue guy. I don't know what he's gonna do. Bust your butt! Okay, we made it through. We're good. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. We actually have to wait our turn. Automated democracy. Yes. Waste of time, leave promptly, next. Dang it! I gotta wait again. Okay. I think I had to say no because it's an amendment. This is a weird part. It's fun, but it's weird. If I wanted this to happen, I would have gone to the DMV. Oh well. No. Yes. There we go. 659. Six. There we go. 5. Man, sometimes this color shift is really hard to see. 9. Perfect. There we go. Whoa, that was laggy. I don't know why that was laggy either. But I don't want to make poor Kongol suffer, so we're gonna do this as best we can without getting caught. There we go. I think we could explore more to get rid of, or just to finish this, but having this law in place will make life much easier. To the law factory. Decision confirmed. I keep forgetting to do silly voices. I'm sorry. I am trying. I'm just out of it. Didn't it say was restricted? Yeah, well, whatever. Gladius. That's really good. Instantly kills with determined probability is pretty damn nice. Now, question is, should I get this? So, all of the elemental armors nullify their own elements. I don't think I need these. I'm gonna have to see what we're actually wearing. There we go. Dart is wearing the Saint armor? When physically attacked, SP is accumulated. I don't need that. And stat-wise, I think it's fine if we use his Red Dragoon armor. Let's see. Because the only thing it affects are the defense and magic defense, and of course the SP generation. Same thing, I think, for whatever this was, the Armor of Yore. Avoids poison, stun, arm blocking. I don't really need the elemental resistance, so... Or like the status resistance, because that's what Dragoon is for. There we go. Weapon shop. It's nice that we don't have to change that one. Maybe we'll give Kongol a better axe too, because I think there is a forced fight that I need him for coming up. We'll take that for better defense and M defense. Same for you. And why does her M defense go down? I don't know what she's wearing. I'm gonna check that real quick too. I totally forgot. I shouldn't have, but I did. Armed. The sparkle dress. Is that one? Oop. Yeah, I think the higher stats will be better. She will accrue SP regardless, just by regular use. So probably better to pick it up. Especially with the elemental nullification, which would be great. The pink on blue is really hard to see there. Plus the extra M defense is welcome. Never gonna turn that down. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Okay. Okay, I can't get there. Okay. I'll have to go from this side. Yeah. Spectral flash. Another attack item. That's okay. It's okay. We're not gonna know until we get here. Until we actually try. Because the only thing I was using the internet as a resource for was the Stardust locations. Everything else, I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. Which is also a very strange thing to say. I'm not sure where that came from. Nope. Ha ha ha. Rainbow dress. Oh, I think that one is actually better. And I just bought this thing for Rose too. What do we got here? Nope, it is not better. I mean, it's more magic defense, so, like, maybe. It's 35x. Oh no. 121 to 134. Yeah, it's not that important. We shall probably not equip it. Do I have to go through that? Ah, I'm at the wrong teleport pad. Okay. Yeah, made it. Made it! I did it! You can't stop me now. Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm out of control. Don't stop me now. Launching of law is required for the enforcement of the law. Law launching license is issued. Take this to the law launcher. I didn't do it in a silly voice again, darn it!
When the process is completed, step back. You are hindering fulfillment of the quota. Complaints shall be brought to the legislation center. Okay, we're leaving.
Doing that voice reminds me of this old game that I had called X-Wing Fighter, something like that, where you'd actually get to be an X-Wing pilot in the fight again. Why are you over there? In the fight against the Empire, and you could go on like full campaigns and tours of duty and stuff. And it was really old. Like, originally it was installed on 8, I think it was 8 A-drive floppy disks. Which is still a weird thing to say, because they were hard disks, but, you know. Law launcher, that's where I'm going. But there was this, this robot guarding the login screen, where you'd have to choose which profile you wanted to play. And of course I didn't understand the significance of it. But if you didn't choose a profile and you tried to leave, he would just look at you and he'd block your way with a gun. He'd be like, "You must register. You must register." It was fun. It was dumb, but it was fun. I actually have it on Steam, I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm 90% sure I actually got that game when they were having a LucasArts sale of some sort. And it's cool, because it's really old, and they actually have an upgraded version of it too. I'm saying actually entirely too much again. But it was enjoyable. I really liked it. I remember spending quite a lot of time on that. It was really difficult, though. If you got your ship blown up in one of the campaign modes as opposed to the like trial or training modes, you could actually be ejected into space, and a ship would have to come by and pick you up, and you would either get recovered by the Rebel Alliance and be able to continue your campaign, or you'd be caught by the Empire and your campaign would be over. I think the pilot was actually dead at that point, or maybe it was just... I don't remember. You might have been able to rescue your pilot, but I never did if you were able to. So I'm not sure about that. I think that was just for records purposes.
Submit law launching license issued by Law Factory.
Law launching license? This should be it.
Understood. The law will be enforced. When the process is completed, step back. You are hindering fulfillment of the quota. Complaints shall be brought to the law factory.
Woohoo! Okay. So now that we're no longer going to be caught by these dudes that are chasing us to throw us in prison, we can look for the Signet Factory Law. I don't remember where we have to go for that, though. But thankfully, like I said, these guys don't chase us anymore. They're just here. And it's wonderful as far as a quality of life law change. Because I'm not sure where I have to go. And I don't really want to be chased around like crazy. That's not going to be fun. I like this medication for my ability to speak without coughing. Like, I've had a good... Aside from that, I've had a good long streak here of just, like, being able to play and do silly voice and not feel like I'm going to have a coughing fit and die. It only lasts until night, and then I have to take another one, but it's still nice. Not perfect, but nice. Oh, he dodged it. What a butt. See, I don't get it. I understand that the hit rate is its own individual stat, right? But I figure agility, which dictates how fast you move, should also be part of the calculation. Excuse me for 1 sec while I ban this bot. There we go. I mean, call me crazy, but realistically, I think if you're moving faster, you should be able to hit a little better, because they can't dodge your attacks. Ah. It might... I know it's very simple calculations for the game, but it might also have been funny if the speed of your additions was altered as well, so that it put a skill cap on how fast your characters could be too. If you couldn't keep up with the speed that you were at, you'd have to use or remove some equipment to slow down. I think it'd be funny. Probably not fun, but funny. Okay. Let's try teleporting device, etc. I don't think that brings us back to the initial section. It might. Yeah. I don't need to do that quite yet. I want to save here just in case so we don't lose this progress if we crash. Because we absolutely can crash a lot. And the next thing we need to do... Oh, wow. Are we really that low on gold? We are. Well, hello, Dashi. Thank you for joining. I am so sorry about last time, by the way. I realized 20 minutes in that my mic was muted. And I felt like a butt because I saw you come in and I was talking to you and just nothing was getting through. So I'm sorry for that. I appreciate you coming back. No, not at all. If you don't hear me talking, or better yet, if you don't hear me coughing, that's because my mic is muted. You'll find I'm very simple, Dashi. I like having you around. The only two rules I enforce are I don't want politics or religion in the chat. Outside of that, you can say basically whatever you want, and we'll get along fine. Yeah, so I have some medication that I got from a neurologist. And it helps out quite a bit for the cough when I'm sitting and doing nothing. It doesn't help when I'm trying to do things. Like, I still can't walk fast, I still can't put exertion in, but For times like this, it helps out a lot. The problem is, it also makes me, like, severely dizzy, and it also makes me drowsy, so my head is not in the game. I'm struggling to hit these and to think, but I'm doing my best. Thank you for noticing that the cough was a little better. Total vanishing. I wish that was more helpful, but it's not. But how are you doing today? No, I don't want to swap discard and envious. You feeling good? You having a good day? You breaking stuff? If not breaking stuff, why not breaking stuff? I'm a veteran, I don't give a fuck about politics, and people can keep their religion away. Yeah! See, I want this to be a relaxing place. People come to chill and hang out and listen to stupid puns, maybe talk about their day. Don't want a high-stress environment. I am glad you're okay. Have you been doing anything interesting today?
The law prohibits humans from going to the signet sphere, thus the flying disc cannot be used.
So, is the signet sphere ahead?
Wingley Code Article 703. The law prohibits non-Wingleys from going to the signet sphere.
Like, I'm a Wingley.
No magic power as a Wingley is recognized.
Waiting for my BCT for an Armor 3 Milsim unit? What is a BCT, may I ask? I'm not familiar with that acronym. Your butt hurts today. I'm more concerned asking about that. Hopefully it's just sore from sitting on it too long.
Hey, like, what do you mean?
Wait. It means that my father cannot pass here either.
Like, yeah, that's right.
It means we still have time left. Because that's totally how it worked last time too, right? 703. My cat jumped trying to get on me and caught my cheeks, then she basically did pull-ups. Oh my! I can imagine that sounds rough with the claws. I don't think a cat would actually be climbing without them. So, ow. You have my deepest sympathy. Sorry, just had to take a sip of a drink. Law Factory again. Yeah, and she's a Siamese, so she's got very long claws. I don't know the difference between cats a lot. So you hate Siamese cats, but you have a Siamese cat. I am... Oh, this is the Law Factory. I don't need to be here yet. Oh, okay. I'm guessing you liked them when you got her, and she changed that? I'm really tempted to do this song, but I know you're probably sick of hearing that every time someone is told about your cat. But it is playing in my head, and I want you to be aware of that. The one from, what was it, Lady and the Tramp? I got a calico out of her though, so I'm keeping my Fluffy and then a Fluffy Siamese. So I'm keeping him too. The rest are going bye-bye. Oh, nice. Those are weird-looking cats, though. I don't know that I'd call them cute. They're lanky, like Egyptian statuettes of the cats they'd worship, you know? Like the really long necks and the really long arms. That's why I'm glad I got fluffy ones. Is that not just a difference in grooming, or does the actual amount of fluff change based on breed? Like, I assume there's no such thing as a hairy Chihuahua, for example. She's a short hair, and 2 of the kittens are short hairs. Cool. Basically, he's just a fluff ball all the time. Fair enough. Legislation Center. Ow! What the heck? Okay. he's double the size of his siblings for some reason, and it's not the fur. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, you will notice these guys aren't attacking. Before you got here, I did the law change for getting arrested, which made things nicer. Yeah. I remembered I could do that, so I did that first. It makes life so much easier. I think there's hidden laws that you can change as well, but I don't remember how to find out what they are. You just kill everything? Yeah, but I can't kill those ones, because those ones arrest you and throw you into the jail when you touch them. Otherwise, yeah, I wouldn't give a damn. But unfortunately, I cannot do anything about it. Revision of the law? Yes. 703. I'm pretty sure it was 703. 703. Elaborating, yes. That's what we need. Okay, good. I don't like how the graphics kind of skip there. That's scary. But I'm sure there's hidden laws in here, and just for fun, I'm gonna look them up real quick. Because I feel like when I was a kid, I knew what some of them were, and I don't remember. Oh, what did I do? That's not a button I wanted to push. There we go. Also, scroll lock. Didn't want to push that one. Zenebatos. Hidden laws. Here we go. Okay, Wingley codes. Setting of the teleporting device connection to Death City Mayfill. Okay, I don't need to do that. Don't need to do the usage of the shop. Hey, that's a cool one. I should do that one too. Apparently, 640 is those who disturb order shall be ignored without exception. That could be handy. Already did 659. Oh, wow. Apparently 666 disables all encounters, too. I'm super interested in doing that one. But I think I can only do one of these at a time, and that one's not important enough. Alright. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to ignore you, Dashi. I just wanted to double check those. Because I thought there were some interesting ones. And there are, just maybe not interesting enough to justify doing this more and more. I think this is the right way? Yeah, this is the right way. So what are you up to today? How was your weekend? Anything fun and exciting going on? Well, factory's where I need to go. For my part, nothing really interesting happened over the last couple of days. Oh, that's not true. Something interesting did happen. Apparently on my Discord, I'd forgotten to disable the ability for people to use the @everyone command. So a bot joined and just spammed everyone with a porn link, apparently. Which I felt bad having forgotten that I didn't disable that. Not fun. It's dealt with now, but not fun. Oh, also had an interesting thing happen from Final Fantasy. Hey, Rocket. How you doing, friend? Appreciate you being here. How's your day going? Good, good. I'm glad to hear it. Just chilling now? Awesome. Have you had a good day? Anything fun and exciting happen? Did you stream today? Sorry, I know there's probably a little more question in there than can be reasonably responded to. Awesome, awesome. How'd that go? Did you kill it? And did you also get the, I think it was an email about the updates. Oh no, it wasn't an email. It was that message center thing about the updates to monetization or whatever. I don't actually know what they changed. It seemed pretty much the same. I'm glad to hear it went well. That's good. I have something jammed in my teeth and it's driving me nuts. Oh well. Just before I got on stream, I decided to get a little snack, and what I had was some pepperoni sticks and some jalapeno Monterey Jack cheese, and I think one of the jalapeno bits from the cheese is stuck in my teeth, and it is so frustrating. Yeah, I don't know how it changed, but I hope it works as good as before. That is fair. I hope so as well. As long as nothing makes us suffer or makes life more difficult, they can do what they want. I do not give a damn. Submit law launching license issued by Law Factory. Cool. Okay. So, finally, I think we're done with Zenebatos. I'm not sure. What did you play on stream today, by the way? Was it the same as last time? If I remember correctly, it was Fortnite followed by... I want to say Doom Tower, but that's not right. It's not Doom. Dower? Tower? I don't remember. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I know you've told me the name of it like twice or 3 times, but I can't remember what the other one was. I remember it seemed interesting, the name is eluding me. Oh, come to think of it. I always forget to do this, but just in case, for people that are watching later, shout out... I have to wait between these, but I'll shout out Dashi, because I know Dashi streams too, and I will give Rocketeer a shout out later. As soon as that's ready. No, but I played Blue Fire today. Tower Born, right. What is Blue Fire, by the way? I am curious about that. Arma Reforger sounds like something I would do. That sounds like a construction-based game. Or like a fabrication game. I could be wrong, but it sounds like it. It's a military simulator. Okay, okay. Speaking of simulators, do you guys remember... I don't know if you ever saw it. It's the only Arma on console and crossplay with PC. Cool, cool. But I don't know if you guys remember, there was a some sort of a giant mech piloting simulator, but it actually came with all of the buttons and console pieces that you had to interact with in real life. I've forgotten what it's called. You had that one? Do you remember what it was called? Because I can't, and it seemed really neat. Don't remember what it was called. Okay. It seemed like a pain in the butt, but also neat. Did I save? I know I went to the save screen, but I don't remember if I saved just now. Mech Warrior-ish. Yes. That was part of why it looked so cool. I do like the giant mechs, the fighter games. And actually you can reuse the console for up-to-date flight simulators. Oh, that's cool. That actually sounds really cool. I remember it being pretty prohibitively expensive because of all those peripherals, though. I think so. It's like Legend of Zelda, except you're dead and everything is taken over by the shadows and you're coming to save the dead world. So is it, just for clarification, Rocket, is it like the afterlife, or you're just dead and trying to save the living world because it's been cursed of some sort and you're trying to remove the curse? Because sometimes they do things like that, where like you're a detective game and you're death, but you're also in an undead city of some sort. And I mean, contextually, it reframes how the game feels. The second one. Okay, cool. Ooh, Healing Breeze. That's a good one. Acquired item 4. Nitrate. Yeah, let's get rid of this one. I think I've mentioned it before, but I have a game kind of similar to that, except it's not Legend of Zelda style. It's called Le Saboteur, and you're a pissed off Irishman trying to liberate France from Nazi occupation. And rather than shadows, you're like obviously trying to liberate it from the Nazis, but it starts off with the world being like completely black and white, and as you liberate different sections of the city, there's this giant burst of color as the freedom returns. It's pretty cool. So tomorrow I'll be playing Blue Fire and Towerborn. Nice! Actually, it should be long enough. Let me give a shout out to Rocketeer as well. There we go. Hooray! Just in case. Yeah, it's pretty neat. I just have to remember, it's a PS3 game. I have to remember to make a new file, because I accidentally... Well, I didn't accidentally, but I bought the DLC for it when you could still get the DLC, and unfortunately, I didn't realize it removed the star-shaped pasty covers from the girls in the strip club that you use as your base. I just wanted it for the fancy car that you could get. I did not read it very well. So, yeah, I gotta change that. I knew that, but it should be revised now.
No revision has been received.
Like, hey, can't you be more flexible? Maybe my spell is not that strong, but I'm here. Why don't you let us go?
The law prohibits humans from going to the Signet Sphere.
A world crisis is near at hand!
No interest in world crisis. Interest only in compliance with the law.
Sounds like a bureaucrat.
Wingley Code Article 703 revised, enforced immediately. The law does not prohibit non-winglies from going to the Signet Sphere.
See, it says does not prohibit. It seems the produced law is launched, arrives, and then is enforced. Miranda says they're treating laws as if they are commodities.
Okay, no worries, Rocket. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Appreciate the lurk, too.
That's all it was anyway.
Lizard.
I see you have found access to my buttons. I should probably move that to the top right now that I've got that.
Lizard.
Yeah, Grim Curio was the one that wanted me to put that in. She would be proud. I even made it cheap for her because she was here so often.
Lizard.
The law was a mere tool to judge other creatures for them. The winglies.
Lizard.
We spent too much time with that tool. We gotta get to the Signet Sphere before my father. Okay, so we should be good to go. Oh wait, hold on. Now that we've gone through that cutscene, I want to go save again, just in case. Do you like the text, Ashy? It's the first time I've actually seen that show up, too. You view my puns with disdain. I mean, I'm glad you seem to be having fun with them so far. If you have suggestions for things you want added to channel points and stuff, feel free to let me know. I try and make the stream interactive so you enjoy being silly and using your channel points rather than just amassing them. So if you feel like adding something, let me know. There's lots of options for that. When I join someone in voice in Discord, the lizard thing goes, nice.
Confirming the decision.
Cool on. Actually, how far off are we from 8 minutes and 50 seconds-ish from the next ad? That's cool. Oh yeah, I spent a whole day updating my channel and did a lot of art for it. I don't really have art and stuff. I just roll with the punches right now. I'm working on it. It's all AI, but it's based off a picture I had. That's cool. My thumbnails on YouTube for Legend of Dragoon this time are AI generated. And then I'm just changing the numbers themselves in GIMP. Combat Fax Mommy? What? I'm sorry, what is that the name of the logo? Combat Fox Mommy? I will take your word as somebody that knows that. I have no idea who she is. Yeah, you're a furry? Gotcha, okay. Fox Persona. Fair enough. I mean, I think it's weird, but I ain't judging you for it. I'm sure I like lots of things people think are weird too. I try not to judge people for things like that. Tastes are tastes. You made a military-based fox mommy. Fair enough. Oh, okay. You're talking about your AI art. I thought you were talking about those GIFs that Rocketeer was posting. I got you now. Okay. I thought we were talking about whoever that was, and I didn't know her. So,
You are at the flying disc station of the Great Court. The Signet...
Oh. The Signet Sphere should be in here.
Signet Sphere, Signet Sphere, Signet Sphere, Signet Sphere. Dart, Rose, Albert, Haschel, Meru, Congo, and Miranda. Total 7.
Rocket's a savage.
Confirmed accused.
Accused? What does it say?
You are at the flying disc station in front of the Great Court.
It's a waste to ask. Oh, save point here. I didn't tell you guys. I was midway through the story when Dashi showed up, I think. But no, we were talking about it anyway. It was something that happened over the weekend. So I was playing Final Fantasy XIV, and part of that game is the cutscenes in the dungeons, yeah? So there's one at the beginning of the dungeon your first time through, and there's one before the final boss of that dungeon your first time through. And it's generally considered good manners to wait for people who haven't seen it, because there's usually story or like cool things that happen when that shows up. And I was the tank, so it's my job to initiate the fights, choose how fast we move, that sort of thing, right? And, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Dashi. That's super unfortunate. But anyway, so I'm sitting there in front of the boss room waiting for someone to stop, or to get out of the cutscene, right? And this other person is playing a summoner and decides they don't want to wait. They want to just start the fight in spite of this person that hasn't seen the cutscene before. So they run ahead and they start the fight, and I'm like, okay, good for you. I just wait outside and I type out to them. I'm like, there's a cutscene. If you just leave the boss arena, we can restart the fight. And rather than admitting that it was something he knew or something that he didn't know, rather than actually leaving and being courteous to the person that was on their first time through, he decides to start arguing with me through the entire boss fight. And that's fine. Like, if he wants to be a butthead, he can be a butthead. But after the fight was over and the dungeon was finished, he actually went as far as to trace down my username to the Twitch, to join my Discord, just to badmouth me to everyone on the Discord, and then leave. I don't know how people can do that and think they're still somehow good guys or in the right. And hilariously, he said that it was toxic positivity and that I'm the problem with the world as a result. I don't know what to think about that. Like, how... Who does this? Who thinks they're in the right for this? It's not just childish, it's insanity. Who has the time? Who has the time to harass people like that? Like, he was obviously in the wrong, he got caught, he tried to lie about it in the dungeon, and then he chased me down to harass me. Like, what the heck is that? And not only that, it's people that are here and know my personality and they know me. It's like, what did you think this was going to do? You literally came here just to prove that you're a butthead? So that was interesting. Where are we?
It's the court of Zenebatos. It's the place where judgment is passed for non-winglies under the name of fake justice. And still now.
Anyway, I thought you'd enjoy that story. It was silly. Guilty, 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 guilty. My name is Nomos. I am the justice. My word is the only truth. I like messing with cadence. It's fun. We're here to protect the Signet Sphere. Let us go through here. Accused Dart, Rose, Albert, Haschel, Miranda, Meru, and Kongol.
It seems you know we're here for the Signet Sphere, and you are trying to intervene. Why?
Accusation, the will up, the creator so up.
It's not working.
Oh no, is this manipulated by my father? Gee, I wonder, it's not like he has a precedence of doing this.
Thus, the death penalty is sentenced.
When I played Rust, I had a group of friends screw me over, so I made a new Steam account and bought Rust on it again, and my name was Dashi Dragon, but in Japanese. Okay. Then I followed my friends to different servers and offline raided them and ruined their gameplay. Understandable. I mean, If your friends are going to be buttheads, I can see how you could do that. Come out, winged executioners. Vector, Celebus, Kubilab. Start the execution. I can see that more if you're, like, a friend. I did that for 4 months before a friend realized what my name meant. We ain't friends anymore. That's fair. That's absolutely understandable, to be honest. I feel like that can happen a lot more with Mario Party, too. Like, if you're taking Mario Party seriously and you want to win, you do not have fun. That is not... You can't play with that attitude. I intentionally ruined their fun by messing with me once. It was super fun for you. Yeah. I can understand how it would be fun for you. Personally, I'm not petty enough to do that, but I can see how some people would find enjoyment. Now I'm grown. Because Rust is still a thing, right? Like, it's not a super old game as far as I recall. Wow, that was a lot of pump and circumstance for less than 100 damage. Maybe I should aim for the dude in the middle first, because he's doing physical damage. There we go. I spent literally 900 hours just screwing them over. Holy crap, that is obsession with the bit. That's not commitment, that's obsession. Although I must say, I am surprised they found out it was you. Because when you mess with people offline in Rust, there's no way to confirm who did it, right? I'm not even sure how they pieced together who was at fault for stealing their stuff. Whoa, that threw me off. Oh my goodness. I have a flirtatious and obsessive personality. You do you, man. You know, I'm not judging about anything. My power went out while I was raiding them once. So did your character not get to log out and you were just standing there when they were done? Or when they logged back in? They saw your sleeping character. Got it. What the heck? Oh, I don't like that. Can I even... How do I... I can't change the angle. You never... Oh, you never leave the game. Okay. I thought if you logged out, you'd disappear. Like in most games, right? I figured your stuff would stay there and active, but I didn't know your character model stayed in-game as well. They wanted to know who I was, so they looked up my name in Japanese, and then the jig was up. Yeah. To be honest, I'm impressed they could enter it. I'm guessing you can't just copy it. I got a message 15 minutes after power went out. And was the power going out? Or was that message, "Go away, you dickhead"? I'm assuming it was. How dare you? Leave us alone. Ah, I missed. We're not playing with you anymore. You cheat at Monopoly. No, they asked if I was playing Rust, even though my account said offline. Ah. So you could have lied and kept the game going, just with them hating the same person with the name. I said, yep, and they all Discord called me, and I told them what I'd done. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm guessing it wasn't laughs and hearty backpats for that. 900 hours traded for a 10-minute backstab. Yeah, I ain't petty enough for that. There is a guy that I play... Oh, jeez. 1,000 damage offered? What a butt. Let me retrace that thought for a second. So I have a group of guys that I play Helldivers with. And among them, there are a few that I don't really get along with because they can be real assholes for no reason. Or they can just be straight up annoying, and like, I don't care about annoying, that doesn't bother me. It's when they're dickbags that I'm bothered. And so, one day, one of the guys came in, and he completely was just an asshole to me. And I messaged him about it, and I was like, hey, this is severely uncool. Don't do that again. I was already having a rough day from my health and other things. I didn't need to have you do that. And it sounded like he understood. And then the next day, he came in and was just being a sarcastic dickbag to me again. And I was like, you know what? I'm done with you. So I just blocked him. I muted him. And I can say definitively, my quality of life increased from that single action. Just not having to deal with him anymore was much nicer than any amount of revenge investment I could put into it. He still comes in to hang out in the calls sometimes when I'm playing with other people, but I can't hear him. I don't know if I'm talking over him. I don't know what he says. And I don't give a damn. If they don't want to block him, if they're okay with him being an asshole, good for them. I'm not. I get to choose who I associate with and who I surround myself with. And so I made that choice. I followed a streamer and stream sniped him all day today, but not by killing him, just snuck up behind him in the bushes while he was sniping the opposing team, and put my mic to my nose and made loud sniffing sounds behind him. Freaked him out, it was funny. I would be stressed if that happened. I would be so stressed if that happened. I hope you did it from just out of sight so that he couldn't see you too. In fact, I think if I was the one doing it, I would have started out of sight and then continued moving closer every couple of minutes so that he could hear the sniffing sound increase. When he realized what was going on, he laughed his ass off. Nice. Well, I'm glad he was a good sport about it. You had a ghillie suit on in the bushes? Nice. Oh boy, yeah, I would be stressed. I would be freaked out. Master, hurry to the good. Rebels against us will overcome me.
The signet sphere is over there. Let's go.
Then he would move and I would follow him. He finally found me when I didn't ooh-woo. Oh yeah, ooh-woo is another one of those sound bits that I have on the channel, and I hate that I have it. Grim Curio wanted me to put it in, and then I mean, I'm still hoping she comes back to hang out every once in a while, but she is busy with her own streaming and stuff now, so unfortunately, our schedules don't usually coincide. People think my ooh-woo is a soundboard. Oh, you actually did the ooh-woo yourself. Okay, I got you. The Signet Sphere.
He's done it. He's losing his magic power. This moon dagger is serving as proof.
How on earth did he get here? I don't know, maybe he can fly? I can go from my deep southern voice to a girly ooh-woo while still talking normal. That's a talent. That is a talent.
Now the sky is one of my roads too.
I remember him because he's like the Mr. Poop from South Park. Father!
Can you hear the movements of the god of destruction? As if I him to a new world.
I have a lot of voice control. I used to do voiceovers for anime and stuff. Oh wow, that's cool. Well, not anime, the bad... Oh, the bad 18 plus anime. Okay, so you did it for hentai. I got you.
It sounds like an outcry of the world to me. With the outcry, Shauna will be reborn to the god who no longer knows you.
Ugh. You were the girls usually. That's hilariously unfortunate. Oh man, I can imagine how disappointing that would be to some dude to learn. Oh man.
She desires that too.
She does not.
You'll see when you meet her. But for Shauna, you are a mere object to be destroyed.
Yeah, it's funny because my pick back then was literally me with my Grizzly Adams beard with a grin. Oh, Grizzly Adams. Got you. Okay. You know, to show the voice artist. Fun. Very fun. I wonder how many people wondered if they made a mistake. Although, you know, I have made that mistake before too. I mean, not with hentai, but have you played Sonic Frontiers? So I'd be this hot big tata anime chick, and you know, guys be fapping too. Okay, the really cool boss fight songs are Kellen Quinn. Oh, I didn't know Rouge was a guy. I was talking about Kellen Quinn. Because the Sonic Frontiers songs, all the awesome boss songs, there's a juxtaposition between this, like, really beautiful feminine voice and this screamo metal, and apparently it's the same person, and it's a dude named Kellen Quinn. Ah, didn't know that. Wait, are you saying Rouge or Kellen Quinn? Because I don't know. I don't know the difference. Okay. Wait.
He is not Zeke.
Then who is he? We'll find out in the city of the last signet sphere. I will in Mayfill. The artist for Rouge. Got you. Okay. That looked like a body on the ground right now. Just real quick. This, like, shadow right near my feet. I thought that was somebody laying on the ground for a second. Dashi, you play this game a lot, right? In VR chat, I met a guy and he knew I was trans but thought I was female to male. Then we met up and he realized I was 6'3". Fun. Okay, I'm just wondering because I don't remember. Do you know if we get locked out immediately from the world map after Mayfill? Because I want to go fight Faust before I do that. And I don't remember at which point we lose the ability to, like, explore the world map. I don't know if it's automatic after we clear it. If memory serves right, no, not immediately. Okay. Because that's going to be a tricky part for me. I want to be sure that I get Rose a legend cask. I have to go do a little bit more grinding for gold. So that we can go fight Faust. Because I know where he is, and we actually have all 50 Stardust. We got the Vanishing Stone, so we can do it. But I know he does, like, a lot. I think he does only magic damage, and Legend Cask is going to be, like, super important for that. And I don't even know why we're going to go fight him, because realistically, the item that you get from beating him is only 10,000 gold. Each of the legend casks that I've bought so far have been 10,000 gold. So there's no real benefit, to be honest. I could have just bought that item. I don't know why I'm going through all this effort, but you know, I may as well. It could be fun. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever beaten him before, I think, is the other thing. So that could be a fun little escapade. But, yeah. Okay, so let's save while I'm here. I'm sorry, we went way off topic because I had to confirm that. see. 115. Okay. Wait, did I get new followers? I don't remember being at 103. Brainer followed. I don't know how Brainer unfollowed. I was, I spend a lot of time with No Brainer in his chat, and I guess one day he was scrolling through and accidentally unfollowed, and I was like, why'd he leave? It was just an accident. It's happened. It does happen. I've done it before too. One time I got so messed up with new meds I was trying to take, I actually deleted an entire account one time.
Lizard.
Ew. Dashy.
Lizard.
You are at the flying disc station, departing from the signet sphere of the Great Court. Determine the destination.
I guess we're going to teleport device. The problem is, I need to figure out how to get the connection to Mayfill, and I don't remember where that one is. I don't remember what the code for the teleport to Mayfill is. Maybe I talk to the teleporter again? Maybe? We'll see.
You are at the flying disc station of the teleporting device.
Oh! I know what this voice reminds me of. I'm kind of doing the male version of Flood from Super Mario Sunshine. Yeah, I mean, that's true. That is true. Okay, I don't need to go there. Just like what? You can't kick my butt, but you can lick my butt. That sounds like a crappy idea. I don't think I will be doing that, but thank you for the offer. It's like when show me your dogs, homie. What was it? There were some funny things that happened over the last couple days while I was playing Helldivers. One of which was I was playing with a viewer of mine, and I think I ended up saying, "I love you, man, no homo." It was funny. I said that to a streamer and he obliged. Got weird, but okay. I mean, to be fair, and I'm going to say this very reasonably, I think, I can't control what people are going to do, much less what they're going to get off to. So if my dogs ever end up on the internet and people find them attractive enough to do something with, that's their business, not mine. I don't give a damn. Like, what am I going to do about it? I hate feet, but in games I like to crawl around and make sniffing sounds and tell people to pull out their dogs. You might get a real kick out of this anime. It's called... It was reincarnated as a vending machine, so now I wander the dungeon. And I'm just catching up on Season 2 of it. There's this character they introduced that's like this this priest with control of senses, including illusion magic and shit. And, in a game with a buddy, I was healing him while he was knocked out, and I took his boots off and sniffed for like 5 minutes till he got back up. Weird. I can't even sniff that long in real life. He was like, "What the fuck, man? Where's my boots?" I just ran off with them boots. Yeah. Well, the story I was telling you about this this character in the second season of that anime, same thing. His big like character flaw is that he loves boots. He's not a feet guy, he's a boot guy. So he loves taking off boots because they have stories to them, and so he'll sniff them, and the thing that like sets it off as this is a real weirdo is he gets a drink from the vending machine and he pours it into the boot to drink out of. And even the vending machine's weirded out, and he's like, don't worry, I cleaned the boot and there's a cup inside to hold it. And it's like, what the hell, man? This is such a weird character trait. But I feel like if you could create a character, that would be the one you would create. Because it seems to be your style of humor if you're doing this in your off time. Oh, you butt muncher. Oh yeah, one of the other funny things though is while I'm playing Helldivers, when something really bad happens, there are various members of the guys I play with that like to say, oh fuck me. I don't even try to be. Oh, I'm just silly and out of pocket. I don't even try to be. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I understand, man. I do. But whenever somebody that I'm playing Helldivers with is like, fuck me, everybody chimes in with like, not without dinner first, or you could have at least taken me dancing, or you know I ain't into that, or something silly like that, right? Just to quell the outrage and try and turn it funny. For exactly the same reason. Martial law is relaxed. Revision is required to move to Death City, Mayfill. Wingley Code, Article 410, setting of the teleporting device, connection to Death City, Mayfill, shall be disconnected. Okay, 410. Not even a reach around. Just raw and unbridled. Yeah, stuff like that. What is it? Oh, I do have a story for you, Dashi, about how just being silly gets me in trouble sometimes. I get pissy, but then I joke around and feel better. Yeah. Which I think is fair. I think being able to joke about the things that are upsetting you is a good sign. It's important not to take yourself too seriously. Oh yeah, no worries. I mean, I'll only stream for a maximum 40 more minutes anyway. 2 hours is where I hit my limit. But I did want to tell you, I appreciate you hanging out, by the way. Thank you for being here. I'm very grateful that you come hang out and that you converse with me. I like how much you talk. It makes it easy to be more entertaining, or at least entertained. Holy crap. I appreciate it, man. The longest stream I did was on Christmas Day, on the 25th, I think. I did a 6-hour stream of Majora's Mask. And I did that because, you know, the holidays are a lonely time for a lot of people. And I wanted to be sure there was a place they could go where holidays were not mentioned. They could literally escape from it. 73-hour stream. How was that? How were you not in trouble for that? Holy crap. I figured they'd come in and be like, this is not safe. You need to stop. Forgot to sleep. I think I remember hearing of a Japanese streamer named Korone. She's a VTuber. And apparently her managers actually have to beg her to stop streaming so she can go home, because she does the same thing. You were on meds at the time? Yeah, that happens. Uh, 4, 1, 0. There we go. Okay. So anyway, the story that I was telling you. When it comes to being silly and unbridled with my humor and how it can get me in trouble, I, for a while, and probably only like 6 to 8 months, I think, before I gave it up, but I was working as a security guard, just at a mall, like nothing major, but I would go into stores to chat with the staff there every once in a while, or like I'd pass by, and when you're stuck in the mall all day, and nothing is happening, you get bored. You want to talk. You want to be silly. And especially just because that's how I am. There were a couple times that it got me into a bit of trouble. One was when it was so freaking cold outside that I was losing feelings in my hands because of how chilly it was. So I went into, I think it was like a key or an engraving store of some sort. I don't remember exactly what it was. But I'd been chatting with people that I considered friends there. And I went in and I was like, I did the Beatles song where I was like, I wanna hold your hand with my freezing cold fingers, and I grabbed her hand and she freaked out on me. Or not, she didn't freak out on me, but she did mention the next day that she was like, if we didn't consider you a friend, we probably would have reported you for that, because like, not exactly professional. And I was like, yeah, okay, I can see that. That's pretty fair, to be honest. It was not meant to be anything, but I can see that. And then hold on. Okay, I did get it. Another one was, this was the one that was unreasonable, by the way. This is the one that was totally just uncalled for. But there, the security office was like 40 to 60 feet down a hallway, and right at the end of that hallway was a like a chocolate store or an ice cream store of some sort, and they'd make their waffle cones in-house, right? So I guess there was some like teenager working there, and she I just generally passed by because the desk is like almost in the hallway, and I'd make a comment every once in a while, just chatting as I walked by. And oh, sorry, I will read that first. I used to talk to coworkers while I was a millwright. My job took time, and I had to wait for certain functions to stop completely and stuff, and then cooling and such. But I got in trouble for touching a coworker's ass, trying to move them out of the way so I could get my job done. I could reach anything before I could reach anything else, and I was reaching for a tool. I threatened to quit on the spot. Understandable. This one was pretty close to that. Like I said, the girl, or the like desk where they worked, was pretty close to the entrance of the mall, so I just make a comment as I was walking by because, again, boring day. But one day, this girl was working there, and she burned the waffle cones, and it stunk, like, all the way down the hallway. So I walked by, and I made a joke about burning the waffle cones. I don't even remember what I said at this point. But apparently, she was so offended, she went to another one of the security guards that was working and told them that she felt unsafe, or like I was flirting with her, and it made her feel unsafe, so that I had to get written up for the complaint. And I was like, excuse me? Excuse me? What on earth are you saying? Like, obviously I didn't say anything to her after that. I just kind of avoided her, because if she's gonna freak out over that, I want nothing to do with her. Like, that's not at the level where you just continue on like normal. That's, I should not have interactions with this person anymore level of weirdness. But yeah, that was a thing that happened. I'm gonna save over here just in case. Yeah, lol, wow, someone complained to a company I was working for as a tow truck driver, saying they felt unsafe around me because she was alone and I was, well, a tall, big dude. Yeah, they called me and I answered on my earpiece and they told me. Oh, were you still in there, I'm guessing? So, like, you were talking on the earpiece? I pulled over, told her to get out, and left her and her vehicle on the side of the road. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. If she's going to complain about you while you're midway providing the service, good for her, right? I've seen videos of that happening on YouTube and stuff too. But for Uber drivers, they end up with the same problem a lot of times. Took 4 hours to get another one of our tow trucks out there in the middle of a blizzard. Yeah. The sky over Mayfield is filled with swirling souls. I don't think I can make it with my newborn wings. What? Then how should we go? You should be able to go with the teleporting device. Okay. I didn't care. That's why I needed to go. I gotta go rest. I don't feel bad for her at all. I don't feel bad for her either. I mean, if she's going to complain mid-service just based on vibes, yeah, she deserved it. Absolutely. There is nothing more frustrating to me than when people choose to complain over literally nothing. I don't know if I can use an in there. Let's go to Crystal Palace. And women especially are awful for that. I can understand why to a degree, especially if they've had a history of unfortunate run-ins with people, but that definitely sounded totally unreasonable. Please tell me you're not going to make me load disc 3. I just want it to... Okay. Another guy was talking shit about how I was doing my job after he rolled his car off the side of the road with my boss on the phone, and I asked the dude if he wanted to do my job for me. But he said sure, so I turned off the truck and unhooked his stuff and waited. He was like, "What the fuck, man?" I mean, he did say he wanted to do it for you. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Very true. That does remind me of one time I felt a little bit bad. It wasn't even that long ago. Well, I say wasn't that long ago, but it was probably like 8 years ago now. Yeah. Unfortunately, I am out of water. The cough is just coming back because the medications aren't omnipotent. They are kind of, they're iffy as to whether they'll work or for how long they'll work. So that's why 2 hours is kind of the longest I can stream. I absolutely appreciate you looking out for me, though. Yeah. But it reminds me of this thing that happened that I felt a little bad about like 8 years ago. Was this the one? Yeah, I think so. I was doing a job where I had to do a lot of driving. And so... No, I coughed so hard the other day, I was coughing up blood. Painful. Yeah. For me, it's... because of the type of cough it is, it's not in the top of my throat where I would cough up blood. Not usually. But it... the worst for me is when I end up getting headaches from it. Because I can cough so hard that it pulls the muscles in the back of my neck. And then it gives me like these massive migraine headaches. And the worst part is the coughing fits don't stop, so they just get exacerbated over and over again. Ugh. See, I have things in the top part of my lungs that I need inhalers and nasal spray for. But the majority of it is kind of... Wow, stop that. The majority of it is kind of focused right at my vocal cords in my throat, like midway down. And usually when I get blood in my coughs, it's from further up, closer to the top of the throat. And that's sore now, to be sure, but not to the point that I can do much about it. Like it doesn't... If I am bleeding, it's happening further down and I don't taste it or I don't cough it up. It's just unpleasant in general. That's a good way to put it. Stop it. Ugh. Enter. But I do appreciate you looking out for me. Ooh, I will tell this after. But, like I was saying, so this thing that happened like 8 years ago, I was doing a job where I was driving around a lot, and a guy's car had stalled, and he asked me for a jump, but I was in a company vehicle, and it's like, I want to, and if it was my car, I would, but if something goes wrong and the vehicle fries, I'm screwed. They will have my ass. I didn't realize I had a punctured lung one time and went to the doctor because I was having issues breathing. My chest cavity was filling with blood from the tear. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Thankfully, I haven't done that yet. The medication that I'm on right now, the one that kind of helps and has been helping a little bit for just like letting me stream and stuff without coughing so much, is for controlling muscle spasms. So that's different. It's good to know, I guess. It's not great, but at least we have an idea of what's helping after 6 years of not knowing anything. Oh, Dad, honey pie, you're back. But you don't have time for chit-chatting with me, do you? Now go, the time is limited. Yeah, but I wanted to sleep. Why can't I rest? Oh, there's an item there. Cool. I don't care. Very unfortunate. Life is rough. I know you definitely have it worse than me, but as I'm pretty sure, like me, you also know that it's not about comparing difficulties. We're all suffering together, and we just have to have a little empathy, regardless of how severe or non-severe things are. It's not a competition. When life sucks, life sucks. Is there not an inn here? What the heck is going on? That's the way to the store, to the left. That's a save point. Someone I used to know used to do that shit, where they'd compare and be like, my life is worse than yours. Yeah. See, this isn't the first time I've been through a Life Sucks rodeo. The first time I was 17. Yeah. And I did something stupid and I hurt my leg really, really bad. And at that time, like, you're a kid. I didn't know better. So I was lashing out at everyone, and it was always Pain Olympics for me. Like, you don't get it. You don't know what I'm going through. Stop it. I was a very unpleasant person about it. And it took a while to be like, oh yeah, I'm being an asshole. Oh, you know what? This will work. But since then, I have come to understand that it's not a competition. Everybody's going through stuff. Everybody's suffering. You gotta be a little more human than that if you don't want people to hate you. Yeah, that's a tough one too. It's nice when people have the empathy to be like, I hope it will get better. But when they don't know the suffering you're going through and arbitrarily determine that things will improve, that's rough. Had some people say that to me. Actually, no, it won't. I got DU poisoning. Might not make it to 40. Yeah. I tell my family sometimes, I'm like, I honestly, with all of my health problems, I don't think I'm reasonably making it past 60. Because I'm already exhausting my body while I'm relatively young. I mean, I'm no spring chicken, don't get me wrong. But as I age, things truly are only going to get worse. So it's not... I have to realistically evaluate and be like, yeah, life sucks, and then you die. I'll be hopeful. I'll do my best to get over this, or to at least, survive. But blind optimism is not a good way to be. It's not a good way to function. And especially when, at least in my case, especially when you go through high periods and low periods, the way I describe it to people is the despair of a light at the end of the tunnel you can never, ever reach. I asked my parents to let me suffer alone. I don't need them trying to well-wish and stuff. Unless they can give me some years back, I don't want to hear it. See, it was when I was saying stuff like that I realized how very miserable I was being. To turn down the goodwill of people that just wanted to help or were trying to be optimistic. That I was like, yeah, I'm being a dickbag. I need to change how I'm acting. Because, truly, they will never understand. And that's fair. I have come to terms with the fact that people won't understand what I'm going through the same way people won't understand what you're going through, right? That's absolutely rough. But I think to say I hope you get better is a very reasonable way for people to express their sympathies when they are powerless to do anything else, right? Like, they don't want to ignore you, they don't want to treat you like you're lesser or like you're a problem they can't deal with. They just wish there was more they could do. They don't want to try and understand it. They want me to act like it doesn't exist when I'm around them. Okay, well, that's unfortunate then. That definitely is not a good thing by any means. And I am sorry to hear that you have to put up with that from the people closest to you. Like, absolutely I am. That sucks. Did I not? Oh. I must have to redo it. I thought I'd launched it, but I must have messed it up. That reset must have gotten me. Dang it! Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's check at the time difference between these save files. Because I saved over twice in a different spot, right? $51.32. No, okay. I just have to go do it. Let me make sure I don't have something in my inventory, though. Item, goods. Law output. It's not telling me what the law output is for. That is so uncalled for. Look at that. A law certificate of law enactment in Zenebatos. But they don't tell me what it's for. So I gotta go to the launcher. My goodness. Old games and their lack of space for information. You probably have to go, though, don't you, Dashi? I'm just thinking about it. It seems like that was about the 25 minutes you had. I don't want to keep you here too long. Soon? Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I just saved. And it's like only 15 minutes short of where I'd usually end. So I will probably call the stream here and say again, thank you very much for joining. Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, thank you for joining. I know he's not here anymore, but Rocket, thank you for being here too. I appreciate you stopping in. And I hope you have a wonderful day, Dashi. Whatever you're up to next, I hope it goes well. And as for me, I will be on again tomorrow, most likely. Thank you kindly. I will try my best. Have a good day, man. And to everyone else who's watching the video, have a good day to you as well. Thank you for being here.